Hello, this is Ronnie. I'm back here with a clip taken from a long video that I just finished to record for my subscribers. I'm leaving the option for my services at 50% off for the first year open, and I'll be providing further details after the clip ends. So if you're interested, please stay on. I'll be talking to you again at the end of the clip. I would like you also to read carefully the disclaimer that I'm going to put up now, so that it is clear to you before you go ahead and watch the video. This is just a standard thing. This is the chart of silver. That's the daily price in US dollars. We have an interesting situation developing here. The most important question, of course, are we done with the 5-wave run that started from here and may have found an end here? If so, we are likely to go for an ABC that will see silver going back to visit 23.50-23 and then come back. That will essentially, if you like, expand the shoulder, the right shoulder in this structure that we have: shoulder, head, shoulder. However, it is also possible that in fact it doesn't need to do that because it's very strong, and in fact what we are witnessing here is a huge breakout. And I'm going to take you to the weekly and try to put this in perspective, or even the monthly. Let me just jump to the monthly 1 second here. I'm going to show you something. This is the long term. I have no crystal ball, I'm afraid, but these are just ideas that I share with you. Okay, so don't pin me down with one idea. I'm just sharing with you some ideas. Okay, this is the monthly. We had, as you know, a huge explosion in the 1970s, and then a correction, almost endless correction. So that's our 1-2, and that's another 1-2, and a big rally started in 2001. Okay, essentially transforming the situation here, and this is a giant third wave. Okay, if that's correct, we might be looking to treat this as a decline, 4th wave, and what is coming up is a 5th wave. Now, even if I'm wrong, and this is not a 1-2, that's not a 3-4, it appears that there is definite prospects for silver, if it is on a big impulse wave, to take the surge from the bottom here as wave 1 or A. Looks to me more likely that it is 1, and if it continues to propel higher, as I'll show you the alternative when we go down to the details again, that could be taken as a 3rd wave. If it is a 3rd wave, of course, it's going to top easily above 52, and then we're going to go sideways perhaps for I don't know, 6 months to 1 year, hovering at above 60, maybe way beyond 60, maybe 80, 90, I don't know, and then we'll continue even higher. Yes, you know, there are several ideas that could be introduced here. I try to focus on the relatively shorter term, because the longer term can leave you with lots of thoughts about what's going on, etc. I am using my analysis, and what I present to you is really with practical targets in mind. Yes, we want to trade, yeah. But just to throw one more idea, longer term, imagine if this is a 1-2, 1-2, which is not impossible. Who would say that this is impossible? Why? Yeah, I mean, it's all a factor of how money is going to be evaluated 10, 20 years from now. Okay, here's the monthly we said. Let's jump back to the daily. And the idea that we witnessed 5-wave run right from the bottom would call for an end right here. Okay, so we have this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this could play out as a big ABC founded and right here. That's the bottom of the second wave. And the comeback. The comeback is on course. As I said to you, if we finish the first wave of this surge, we're going to have to go for an ABC. And that will tie in with what I see in the case of gold. You will see that there is also an option that currently as I'm talking to you, is still valid, that we have just terminated the D leg and we need still an E leg. And that E leg in this huge triangle in the case of gold normally would be composed of an ABC. So both gold and silver will go down the same road. Both of them will be seeking to trace a big ABC, and that's it. And if that's the case, then the wave count will become fairly clear, even though we might have to wait a bit. But the wave count will become fairly clear in both cases, and they will surge together. This one will probably surge up here in a third wave. Yes, third wave, and gold will start a huge rally. That in its case is going to be a huge fifth wave. Okay, now I'm going to break down into the 60 minutes, and you will see that in fact there is a possible alternative here that is calling for expansion of this rally right away. Okay, and this is also possible in the case of gold. So let me show you. Suppose we didn't come up in a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that reached an end. No. In fact, we came up with a 1, 2, 1, 2, and this is a 3 of 3. Now, if this is a 3 of 3, forget about it coming back here. No, it won't even stay here for 1 week. 3 of 3, it's going to absolutely fly. Now, let's dive to the 60 minutes, and this is really interesting. Look what happens here. We come up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear. Yeah? 1, 2. No issue. And then, what do we do here? Are we looking at another 1, 2, and that's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Yeah, it could work. Yes, it could work. If that is the case, silver has no business short term breaking down to 24.50, okay? It's rather tight. We're only at 24.94 as I'm recording. Breaking down there will make it more likely that in fact this is a 1, 2, that's a 3, that's a 4 around here, and that's potentially the end. So it's the end of the 5-wave run, which in a sense also would strengthen the likelihood that this is the end of the 5-wave run on the higher scale, and will call for a big ABC that will probably see silver going back to 23. Yes, because that's the bottom of the 4th wave on the higher scale. So it's very, very interesting to see in the next 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, this will be resolved. Silver breaking down there, you know what it means. Likely further correction. Silver, on the other hand, holding tight around here. Yes, and running higher. That will probably be the best wave count to work with. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. And then the rally, in my opinion, will become pretty unstoppable. Take a look at gold. Okay, I assume that by now you are very familiar with the idea of the triangle. Yes, we discussed it so many times. So we have the A, we have the B, we have the C, and we are suspecting that what gold is doing now is basically delivering the D leg, the termination with the A, B, C behind us. Is it the case? We don't know. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball. What I do know, and what I told you yesterday very clearly, if it does cross this red line that comes at 1919.48, it is almost certainly telling us that the E leg probably terminated here, and the D probably terminated here, meaning the entire triangle is behind us, and this is an impulse wave, you see. But at this point in time, I don't know. I don't want to force a wave count. Let's go and see the 60 minutes and see what we can learn from the 60 minutes. So what do we have here? I told you we have very likely a 1, 2. I worked with the idea that this is probably a 3, 4, and that could be the 5th termination. That is, of course, one option that will see all of this as complete 5-wave run. And if that's the case and that's the end of the D leg, then gold is going to start falling to the extent I would say that it breaks 1832. That is likely telling you that it's going to go lower. We're not talking about a huge crash, but it will go into another lateral movement of about 6 to 8 weeks to terminate the E leg before it's going to come back. Okay, however, gold staying the course here and sticking, let's say, to the range between 1842 to the roof registered here roughly at 1867, spending a bit of time here and then boom, going higher. We are going to look at this as 1 2 1 2 3 4 3 4. It wants to continue higher. Okay, there could even be something else. It could be that all of this is indeed as 1. That's going to be 2. In short, gold is interested to go a lot higher. It is not interested to go into a lengthy correction. So this is the absolutely critical level for you to watch. That's why I put it in red. Okay. My website, the homepage is right here. It's Wave Mastery, www.wavemastery.com. Yeah, wavemastery in one word.com. That takes you to the homepage. You can scroll down, look through some things that I've written here, some recommendations from past users and current users, and that is essentially the offer currently open only to first-time subscribers. Okay, so there is the daily service, daily videos that are preceded by a trial, so you can take the trial for 1 week, and at the end of that, if you're happy, you do nothing, you go on to the plan of half price. Essentially 79 presents half price of the normal price, and that will be good for 1 year. That means 12 payments of 79. If you want to watch just the weekend videos, then you go for this one, and it does give you access to the weekend videos, and I often also insert a video as a bonus midweek, just to keep you on track, to see a little bit where things are moving, because sometimes 1 week of full price action is a lot and the wave count can change, especially if you're a short-term trader. You really want to know what's happening. So that is essentially the situation. If you decide to go, for example, for the daily videos, you click here. It takes you to the page where it explains to you. You should read that. It explains to you what is covered, etc., etc. If you like what you read, you click here, subscribe. It takes you to PayPal, because my paying system is through PayPal, and you pay through PayPal. You can see you have the trial at $9.99. That's for the first 7 days. As I said, if you like what you see, do nothing. It just goes automatically. If you don't like, you can cancel. Or if you don't know how to cancel, or you have any doubt, you have any question, you can write to me, of course. Once you go through and you pay, you come back, PayPal will send you back to my website to fill in your profile details, choose your login, and once you do that, you will be led automatically to the page with the links to the various videos classified by date. If at any point in time in this process you have a problem, things are not going as I'm describing to you right now, all you have to do is just contact me and I'll help you out. That is essentially it. So you'll have 1 week to look at things. I would like to just spend a minute about the website itself. I have written here a few articles. Is this website for me? You can go through that one. Psychology and trading, trading and the arts, why join? Yes, each of these articles could perhaps help you to see how to relate to my website, but there is no substitute, in my opinion, to actually take a trial. You know, you take a trial, and I want to say another thing. You take a trial, and you can't make up your mind. You want more time to think. Fine, I understand that. Then you cancel, but then you're not allowed to take another trial. Please, I want to be very clear about that. There are people who abuse this, and it's really not right. You're not allowed to take more than one trial, okay? A trial is a trial. But if you're interested, after you take a trial, you're interested to come back, you can still benefit from the low price for the next full year. But you have to write to me, and then I will send you a special link without a trial. And if you join, then you're going to go immediately onto the reduced price plan for 12 months. Okay? If you take another trial after you took already one, I am going to have to cancel that and refund you. And if you do that 2 or 3 times, I'm just going to blacklist you, because there are people who have been doing it, and I'm afraid this is really absolutely not right. This is subscribe here. Use subscription. Once you are logged in, you will see this one highlighting you daily service videos or weekend service videos. Yeah, it will show which one you really have the right to access. The daily service videos, to be very clear, they cover the weekend service videos, okay? So you don't have to subscribe to both. The daily covers everything I do. The weekend, of course, is more selective. Now, I have here resources. There are chart galleries right here, chart 1, 2, 3. There are plenty of charts here that give you an idea how I go about subdividing various market action here. There I covered a lot of markets, and you can see there is history here that could be very interesting for you to just go through. Let's see, platinum, for example. Yes, that's 1973 to 1978. If you click right on top where it shows you the hand, the chart opens up big. You can print it if you like. Here's an example of platinum, April 1980. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the huge correction that followed after that. So there is plenty for you, whichever market you're interested in, the financials, commodities, precious metals, etc. Okay, so that's chart galleries. Then useful links, as the name implies. Yes, recommended reading list. You have a long list of books here that I've read over the years that I found very interesting. Of course, I have many more books that I would like to add. It's just a question of time. I don't always have time to update this one. But the books that you find here did help me in the beginning, and still the information here is very valuable in these books. For example, Kroll. I don't know how many of you heard about Stanley Kroll. Stanley Kroll was a really imaginative fellow trader that wrote very well about his own trading and in trading in general. I learned a lot from these books. And of course, if you haven't heard about Reminiscence of a Stock Operator, you should get this book and read it. You will not regret. This is a book that most traders, I think, have come across and read. It is very interesting. And as you go down the list, you will see if there are things that are of interest to you. Of course, go ahead, get them. Some of them are even available online for free as a PDF. Check that. If you have questions about that, you can even contact me. Here's the contact us, and you put your name. Please make sure you give me the right email address. Message, simple maths, submit, I get it. You'll hear from me. I'm based in Belgium, so if you write to me from Australia or from the US and I'm having my rest, do not be surprised if I don't react quickly, okay? Normally within a day you will have a reply from me. I check my email fairly regularly. So that's about it. Hope to see you visiting my website. Hope to see you taking a trial. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate. Get in touch with me, and wishing you a great trading week. Bye now.